Mayor Kenny Alexander, who has declared a local state of emergency.
Now, many people in Hampton Roads are scrambling to prepare for whatever Florence will bring.
Now is the time for residents to prepare.
My name is Bobby Jellerman. I'm a senior planner in emergency management for the City of Chesapeake Fire Department. We've been in the building since December of 2017, and then we had our ribbon cutting on May of 2018. Before, when we would activate, we would work out of our old fire headquarters classroom, which was a small room. We basically crammed 50 people into a very small space. You had to save all your information to a thumb drive, bring it over to the classroom, hope that there was a computer available for you to use. So it was very antiquated, kind of cumbersome, and it really limited our technology abilities that we could have when we had to activate.
My name is Chuck Williams. I'm the Assistant Director of IT for the City of Chesapeake. Originally, the city had its public safety operations, a large portion of them at the headquarters building in the Municipal Center. The problem with that location is it is in flood zone A. So that's also where our EOC was at. And we had several activations previously in that building. The room that the EOC occupied in that building was just a meeting room that we would convert during an activation. And it was probably about a quarter of the size of the room that you're currently in right now, at best. So you can imagine trying to shove 50 to 75 people in a room that size and getting things done. So that was a bit of a challenge.
CineMassive, it's very user friendly. It's very intuitive. It's a software system that it doesn't take a whole lot of time and preparation to spend to understand its functionality.
The nice thing is the small preview window, so you actually see what content you're going to be bringing up and putting onto the larger screens or sharing with another department. That's I think what really sold Chief Elliott when he actually had a chance to use the software himself and was able, I can easily drag and drop this over, and I can enlarge it, I can shrink it, I can throw another piece on top of it. So from that standpoint, the ease of use with the content for the end user is great. Anything you can imagine, as long as I have a fixed IP or a web address, I can get it onto whatever screen I need to get it onto within the building. And that's one of the reasons why we went with technology like CineMassive, is because it gave us that ability to put the right information in front of the right person at the right time.
My name is Rob Braidwood. I'm the Deputy Coordinator of Emergency Management for the City of Chesapeake. And my day-to-day role is the coordination, collaboration of emergency and disaster responses for the City of Chesapeake. With Florence, it was all about the evacuation. Okay, that's all we were focused on. Was when we have a storm that large, that intense, that powerful, we need to, in this region, get people the heck out of here. They need to go to a higher point of ground, because it's not about the wind. People fixate about the wind and how fast it is. It's the water that kills people.
At the peak of Hurricane Florence, when we were a direct hit, major hurricane coming right at us, when you see that, it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, because there's a lot of unknowns. But we were ready.
Evacuation orders ordered, and then what we knew could happen was that the track started to trend southward, okay, away from us. So Tuesday night, the big decision is, do we pull this decision back, okay, and tell people, hey, don't worry about it, you don't actually have to go. And the discussion between stakeholders in buildings like this and all over the state is, we're still within that cone, or we're still at the north end of that cone. It could shift at any point, leave it in place. And so that's what we did. We left the evacuation in place. Fortunately, there was this sigh of relief that we missed one of these big events. But at the same time, we took that opportunity to test this facility. The internet's the king, right? having, you know, access to the outside world. And then CineMassive is critical right underneath that, because for us, the lifeblood of an emergency operations center is collaboration, okay?